Hello, welcome to Do It Yourself with Wayne. Today we're going to talk about my sifter. Built this thing, I don't know, probably 15 years ago for a one-time purpose. I never expected to use it again, but I've used it a lot over the years. We've used it in several of our previous videos, and we've had viewers ask us to do a video about how we built this. So that's what we're going to do today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I built it, then I'm going to talk about how we use it. Basically, when I built this thing, all the wood that I used was just scrap that I had laying around the house. The sides are 2x4s. They are treated, but they're just old wood I had laying around. And it's got two long 2x4 runners. Just if you want to make one, just make them whatever length works good for you. And on the bottom, this is just called hardware cloth. It's just wire that you can get at most any hardware store, and the little holes are probably about 3/8 of an inch square, but it made a good size of hole for what I was wanting to do to sift out the things that I wanted to get rid of, and I'll get to that in a minute. But what I did, I took my two long 2x4 runners and I put one 2x4 across here to control the width of this thing. As you can see, it's right across the top, but the other end is different. Now, before I nailed this end on, I put the hardware cloth on here because this piece of 2x4, as you can see, is on the bottom. It's not up here on the top closing it off like a box. It's underneath. I'll get to in a minute I'll get to why I did that, but that's on the bottom, and I have found that to be very, very useful. So that basically is how I built it. I also had some small strips of wood here. It's like 1.5 inches wide, 1/4 inch thick, something like that. And I just tacked that down the side to help hold the hardware cloth on a little bit better. So that's how I built the thing. If you want to build one, don't worry about the dimensions. Build whatever size works for you. Now I want to talk about why I built this thing. If you see the garden behind me, and we do have raised beds, but they're on the other side of the camera. But this garden, I don't know, it's 12, maybe 15 feet wide, something like that. When I first moved here, it was maybe 5 feet wide, and I wanted more garden space. But my driveway was here. And at the time, I had a small garden tractor with a little scrape blade on it. It was just marginally able to scrape that gravel over some. But even after I did as much as I did and I started getting into the dirt, there was still a lot of rock in the dirt, and I wanted to get them out. That's why I built this thing. And the reason this one end is open, what I did, stacked up some cinder blocks there. A little utility trailer there. And I would just shovel that dirt with the rocks in it on here. Then I'd do this number, the dirt would fall through, the rocks would be there. Then I just do this and just rake them right into the trailer. It made it real easy to get the rock off of here without having to pick them up again. Because when they slid out, they were in my trailer and I could move them and put them wherever I needed. So that's the reason that end is open. And you know, we've used this sifter, worked great for getting our daffodil bulbs up. We got a lot of daffodils around here, and basically what I did, I just took the front loader on my tractor, went down and get a bunch at a time. I'd get small bunches, but you know, I was doing it with my tractor, and then I'd just dump them here, and then we'd just do this number until the dirt fell off of them and all that was left was the bulbs. We'd pick them up and put them in a bucket. It just worked great for that. We've also set it up on something like this and used it to dry our onions in the fall. Worked great for that. One of the videos that we did was our potatoes in 5-gallon buckets. We set this sifter up. We dumped the 5-gallon buckets out on here, sift everything around, the dirt would fall through it, the only thing left was our potatoes. And the other roots and stuff you got to toss out. But it just made it so easy to get the dirt and separate the dirt from the potatoes, because the dirt would fall through, the potatoes didn't. So anyway, that's how we built it. That's why we built it. And like I said, we had several subscribers or viewers want to know why or how we built it. So that's why we're doing this video. And if you find this useful, let us know. If you build one, tell us what you built. Let us know what you built and how it works for you. We'd love to know. But anyway, thank you for visiting Do It Yourself with Wayne, and we hope you have a great day.